So today we're going to learn about fraction measurement division. So that basically, a problem that we're going to talk about today is that I have 2/5 cookies and I need to split the cookies into 7/3 pieces because I want to share my cookies. And how many students can I give cookies to? So we know originally how to write a fraction because we've done the fraction common denominator video and we've worked with fractions before. So we go to our basic definition of what our word problem means. We come over here and we want to do 2/5 of a cookie divided by 7/3 of a cookie. Because when we're splitting cookies into pieces, we're doing division. Since from our log division video, we know that. So what this is telling us to do is that when we think about the fraction common denominator, what we did before, we made the denominator, so that's the number on the bottom, the same on each fraction. However, in this case, we're going to say, why can we just invert and multiply? And this is the reasoning why. So when we come over here, we do 2/5, we look at this denominator, and we can multiply this whole fraction by 3 over here. So that becomes 2/5 times 3. So 2 times 3, 5 times 3. Same thing on this side. We can come over here and look 7/3 and multiply the whole thing by 5. So 7 times 5 is 30. And then underneath, we have 3 times 5. So that's basically these amount of cookies times these amount of cookies. So now that we can see that we both have 5 times 3, 15 on the bottom, 3 times 5, 15 on the bottom, these are necessarily the same, we can come down here and only focus on the numerator. So we have 2/3 pieces, so we're only looking at these pieces, divided by 7 times 5 pieces. So 2 times 3 pieces divided by 7 times 5 pieces. Thus, when we're only looking at the top, this makes it reasoning why we can just invert and multiply. We come over here to the greater picture, and we have, again, 2 times 3 pieces, and this is the number of pieces we have, because this becomes the numerator, divided by the pieces in the whole, which is, we know, the denominator, which is the 7 times 5, is also, that's the number that goes on the bottom. So then we're able to bring this one down here, and we see that we do 2 times 3 divided by 5 times 7. And if we break these two apart, it's 2/5 times 3/7, which if we go back, we look at our original, it's 2/5 and 7/3. So basically what we just explained is why you can invert and multiply and come up with the answer of 6/35. Then, aside with all of the algebra that we've done, we're going to look at the picture. So, our original that we have is 2/5 cookies and then 7/3. We're going to work with the 7/3 first. So, what we did here is that we have 3 big squares that we did because we need room for the 7/3. So that means I have 7 pieces of 3, or 7 slices of 3. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's why we had to draw 3 big boxes, because we needed 7 pieces to fit into it. So we shade all of these pieces because we have 7/3 of a cookie. So we shade the 7 of the 3 pieces of the whole of the cookie that we have. Then we come back and we're going to work with the 2/5. So we come over here and we say, well, let's deal with the denominator first. So we slice each box into 5 pieces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then for our final one that we look at was that we have 2 of the 5 pieces left. So we circle, or we highlight, or make more darker, whatever, of the 2 of the 5. So there are 2 columns in the 5 columns that we just made in the 7/3 groups we had originally. Thus, when we count up these boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6, which is our numerator in this one that we have totally shaded on all of them, over the number of total shaded boxes we have. If I counted all of these boxes up that I have just shaded, that was going to equal 35. So out of 35, which is exactly what we did over here with the algebra that we proved why we can invert and multiply, and then we proved over here in the photo of how it works as well.